Mario really believed in a strong relationship with God. Mario was really committed to God who loves him so much. Every week, Mario came to church. Every week. He sat back there. He saw the grandkids wearing those hats. Well, that was his hat. And he'd walk into church, and the first thing he would do is take the hat off. And he would be in the pew there. And then when he would see me, he would go like this. Hey, what's up? And he prayed, and he listened, and he was challenged by the Word of God. He knew the importance of spending time with the God who loves him. And every week after Mass, I remember that he would walk, before he started to do anything else, he'd walk across to where the Blessed Mother Chapel is. And he would light his candles for his lovely wife, his family. And he would light that candle and he would pray for them. Before he would talk to anybody or do anything else, he was there. He came to the 11 o'clock Mass regularly, and he was committed, knowing that he needed to be strong in the hands of God. If there's anything that Mario teaches me, and should teach all of us, is that he was a man of deep faith. He was a man who believed. But it did not stop there. He really saw that Jesus Christ was one who reached out. He reached out to the brokenhearted. He reached out to the lowly. He reached out to those who were in need. And Jesus was there and lifted up brothers and sisters, lifted them up and embraced them and told them that he cared. Mario was not just a man of words, but he was a man of action. He lived his life serving and giving of himself. By the very fact that this church is so full, this man of 95 years old, it's a wonderful sign of how he has touched our lives in a very real way. Mario loved the youth. He loved the youth. He loved to be able to help the high schools here in town. He looked forward to that. He also was committed to those who did serve. He was very connected to our fire department here. I am so impressed with him that he got behind and started cooking the pancakes, and we'd all go there, and he was there working with the guys, and he just always said, you know, these are men and women who do so much for our community, who serve the needs. So he wanted to be with them. And they, in turn, helping the Pastega House, which he established as a place of caring for those who were in grieving and hurting, those who were preparing for surgery. They all together embraced the community. He was committed. And he would love to be able to show people around at the Pastega House. That was a big thing for him. You know, he loved to be able to be there. And sometimes he would just sit there, not telling people who they were, but just listening to their stories and growing from what they had to say. It really encouraged him in his own life. He was also a person committed to this parish community. The cross that you see behind here, Mario donated that cross. The windows in the back there, that's Mario's. And he gave everything to that cross. Took a lot of conversations with him, but, you know, and he asked me what I was going to put up for it, you know. But he was really concerned. He loved that cross. And he wanted it there because he knew that when people would see it, They would be inspired, and they would grow in their relationship with Jesus Christ. And how did that cross get here? It got here on a Pepsi truck. We're gonna bring in Pepsi. It's gonna do it. So Pepsi across the country brought that cross, and it was his way of really wanting to inspire others. He was a man truly built on giving. You know, he wanted us to know that the need to be there for each other, the need to be there committed to one another. And so yes, a man of deep faith, a man who really brought to life the word service. He was also dedicated to our priests, to those who preparing for the seminary. He was very involved with Mount Angel, and he really loved the guys who were studying for the priesthood. And he would commit himself to doing all he could to help them. The first thing he did, however, was change to Pepsi there. You know, he saw what they were selling. He said, no, that ain't going to work. So now they have Pepsi. I hope they're still drinking Pepsi there. And so he was committed to our men because he saw the need for good, solid leaders in the church. He was an usher in this church, a minister collecting money. He loved to collect money. And he was in here. At the age of 94, he was still ministering. A lot of people, you know, they get to a certain age, you know, like they get tired, they say, oh, that's it, let somebody else do it. He never stopped. He worked until he couldn't work anymore. And he said, pass that basket. He used to look at people when they didn't give either. We must look to this man as an inspiration for real giving and sharing and caring. And like Jesus, who showed compassion, who raised up the lowly, who embraced the brokenhearted, Jesus Christ shows us the way. Mario took that seriously, and so should we. It's okay to grieve, but we must continue to live our life so that you and I can be that example for others as we continue our journey. Mario loved you all very, very much. And he wants you to continue to love one another and continue to grow in your faith and to be strong in your commitment and your dedication to all that you meet. Never let all of your power go to your head. You know, that's what he used to tell me. You know, but give, love, serve. Give, love, serve. Rest in peace, my buddy. And I know that you're in good hands. The best hands of all, God's hands.